Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So a couple of things on the go at the moment. We still haven't had a pullback that's allowed me to get in, and it does get pretty frustrating when that happens. But nevertheless, that is the way it is. And I think I just want to address one of the questions that was coming up yesterday, is where do we draw the levels? So guys, these triangles is the indicator. It's the fractal indicator that I'm using on MetaTrader 5. So if you don't have a MetaTrader platform, or you don't have an indicator that gives you fractals, then you need to do a bit of research on fractals, or what dictates a fractal, so that you can highlight which what they are. Basically, it is basically mini head and shoulders. I think that's the best way to explain it. You can see every single one of these tails is sort of a mini head and shoulders. Okay, and the fractal itself is probably the head, best way to explain it, and then the shoulders on either side of it. There. Okay, so anyway, levels are drawn on the tail, and obviously what you're looking for is many fractal touches as possible. So you can see this level I've got here at 38.67. You can see close to there, but it touches these two here. Not an exact science, so when you've got multiple touches, it's going to be somewhere in that zone, and you need to just realize that it's in that zone somewhere, and your stop is always below the next fractal, or above the next fractal, depending if you're long or short. Anyway, let's just get into the analysis for today. So first things first, we are in this channel. Second thing is that we have broken this downward trend line. We did reject it twice, and we're only breaking it now after hours. This is concerning. Okay, so as soon as we break above this high, then that divergence is off the card. At the moment it is divergence, so we'll have to see what happens with the sellers coming in now. Now there is a level here, obviously, and you can see there all of this interaction here, and that's kind of where we are at the moment. So I would expect some kind of a pullback off that, but I've been expecting a pullback for 2 days now, and I suppose we got something here at 38.70, and then we accelerated away. But if you look at what's transpiring at the trend line, a little bit of confusion. The next level at the moment is right up here, so that's 3900. I think I gave that to you guys yesterday in the Telegram channel. So that is the one that I'm actually interested in today. So if we can hold 3900 today, and we're looking for a weekly close above 3900 as well. Obviously last week we didn't get it, week before we didn't get it either. So that's the level that we're looking for, 3900, and I think we closed on it 3 weeks ago, yeah. Okay, so I guess get down to the hour. That's what we're really interested in today. Now, if you look at the hour, we sort of had this, wasn't really a gap down, but we had the sell-off on Tuesday onto some structure, and pretty much bottom of channel, and then came up, rallied a bit, and then it was sideways for most of the trading session. So pre-market it was up and then sideways. So we did have the 10-year bond auction as well yesterday, which I suppose traders were waiting for. Obviously that didn't impact anything, and we had a bit more, CPI coming out, a little bit more data, but nothing really to move the markets. So I'm still of the opinion 3900 is the one we need to watch for today. If we can come down to 3900, see if we find some structure. Also, there is a potential for a deeper move, and I'm just going to put 2 levels here because it's going to be a bit of a zone. So there's a potential for deeper move to 38.86 and 38.80. So that's another area to be watching. So that's kind of my view on the S&P at the moment. We are still trending up, and I'm still looking for 4,000. It's a big round number. It's something which I think is going to attract a lot of attention, and for as long as we are in the channel, that's kind of what we're doing. I'm not going to change my view just yet. Once we're at 4,000, then we'll have to see what's going to transpire. One thing to bear in mind is that the Nasdaq has pretty much had a 10% pullback, so it's had a decent reversal, and you're going to find a lot of people climbing into stocks there. I think Tesla was one of them, Apple was another one, and Amazon was another one that was pretty much on fire the last couple of days. So that's what I would be looking for on the S&P as well. So we haven't really had a decent pullback, and we're waiting for a decent pullback to basically to buy in for your long-term portfolios. I think that's the best way to explain it. But anyway, those are levels I'm looking at. I don't think there's anything else on the 15-minute that we need to pay attention to. Nope. When you see that kind of price action on the 15, we will basically stay away from it. And you can see this was pre-market open and then market open. It was really chaotic. And the level that we were flirting with here was 3,900, as you can see. Okay, so 3,900, big number. You'd want to see some kind of a pullback and retest and hold that. So wouldn't want to be jumping in long at the moment. Trade off the 15, trade off the 5-minute if you really want to, if you've got the time. But you can see here on the 5-minute, I suppose you could have been buying with the trend up here, but trend is up, just a bit chaotic, and we do have a few gaps to the downside here, and we got gaps over here as well. So I definitely believe we'll be back at 3,900 today, and that's the area that we're looking to buy into. Anyway, and while we're on the 5-minute chart, teaching you guys bad habits. That's me for now. I think long it is, just wait for the pullbacks and you're looking to buy into this. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.